Hello guys, this is Al from Open Source Channel and welcome again for a new episode on How To. Today I'm going to show you how to install a copy of a FreePBX. This is the website. If you go to freepbx.org and download the latest version by clicking on the download the PBX distro. Today I'm going to use the stable 6.12.65 release, and I'm going to download the full ISO. Now, once you download it, it's about 1.1 gigabytes. I already done that. I'm going to start for the installation. Today I'm going to use my beloved VMware, where I'm going to install the actual system. Now, you don't need to install on an existing server. It can be just a bare-bone server. In fact, I'm going to create a virtual machine. And I'm going to call it FreePBX. Make sure that's 64-bit. I'm going to use 2 cores, 2 virtual sockets there, and 2 cores per each socket, so in total is 4. I'm going to use, let's use 4 gigabytes for this one here. .32 gigabytes of space. That will suffice the installation, and there we go. Now we create the actual machine, and we're going to click here. Now we're going to start the installation. Now logically you need to burn your ISO to your disk, 1.1, so you need a DVD disk. Of course I'm using the VMware, so I don't need to do that. So I can actually use the ISO. I'm going to the console and let's start the machine up. So now we got the installation there. So we're going to use now for this installation I'm going to use the asterisk 11, not the 13, because it's still under experimental. I think it goes after the version 10, so it depends for what you want to use it for, you know. In this case I'm going to use the full install here for 6.12.65 asterisk 11. This is quite good because everything is in one installation file, so you don't have to install the operating system first, then install the actual asterisk on the side, and then set up. Everything is done for you. Now we're going to choose which IP format you want to use. In this case I'm going to use the IPv4, and also I'm going to use DHCP from my router. going to choose where the server is located. Now we're going to pick up the actual root password. Press OK. Well, let's do this then. Once you've done the password for the root, just press OK there, and there we go, it goes forward. Now it's going to take a little bit longer, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the video, and I'll resume when the actual installation is finished. Here we go, the installation is finished, and let's start the PBX now. All the updating for the latest FreePBX modules just started. Usually takes a few minutes. I forgot to say that this is installed on Schmoods 6.5. I believe it's not 100%, but I think it's something to do with CentOS and Red Hat, so quite stable OS. Let's have a look at the actual performance of the server. It looks quite good. That's the CPU, and let's see the disk. Fantastic. Memory quite okay. 4 gig looks okay. Network no problem at all. Virtual disk, that's perfect. Yeah, that is pretty good. So let's go back to the console there. That shouldn't take long. To make this video a little bit shorter, so we're going to pause for a second, and I will resume as soon as finished. Here we go, the actual installation has finished. Now let's log into the panel here, and let's have a look. If you remember, on the installation they asked me for the password for the root, so I'm going to write, let's do this here, root and the password. And there we go, we are in, and as you can see, let me get out of here, this is the IP. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to get to my browser, and I'm going to type the IP. And I think I made a mistake here. 192.168.181. There we go. We are inside the FreePBX web page. Now he's going to ask me to create an admin login. In this case, I'm going to call it admin. And I'm going to put the password and repeat it and plus my email address. And I'm going to create the account. Okay, once that's, let's see, .com. Remember that. And now we are inside the FreePBX. Now I'm going to show you how to get started a little bit as well. I don't usually do that, but today I'm going to do it. I have installed a copy of Zyper. There are so many free VoIP software that you can download. This is for PC. Of course, you can have a free. This is free, and also you can have the free one, the free version for your iOS devices or Android devices. Today I'm going to use this one here and one on my iOS. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show you the one on iOS, so you have to believe me what I do. And I'll show you how it really works. Now, the first thing I'm going to do here, press on administration. So the first thing you're going to do to get started, I'm going to click on application and then on extension. And I'm going to create an extension. In this case, I'm going to create two extensions, one for my phone and one for my computer. So I make sure that it's generic SIP for the system that I'm using. And I'm going to click on submit. This is the actual extension number. I'm going to call it 1001. Display name is going to be user 1001. This is the actual password. Now, what you need to do before you even start it, you need to log into your router and you make sure that the actual server got this port 5060 opened and the UDP. Otherwise, you won't be able to connect. You will have problems to connect. Okay. Now, another thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to create a password. In this case, I'm going to create 1001 password just to make it easy for me to remember. Again, you will do it a secret like you've seen it, a very long string, so it's going to be very difficult to be hacked in. Don't forget, it's quite important. We're going to create a new user for this one, or you can just leave it as is, but I'm going to do that. And again, I'm going to use exactly the same password. Voicemail in this case, let's say enabled, although I can do this there. 1 2 3 4 for the password for the voicemail, and I'm going to leave the rest as it is, and I'm going to click submit. But don't forget, for every settings you do, anything you do on here, you need to press on apply config, otherwise you won't be able to nothing will be done really. So don't forget, every time apply config. Now I'm going to do another one. As you can see, the user 1001 is here. I'm going to create a new one, and I'm going to call it 1002. Display name is user 1002. And I'm going to the password here. (102). Technically, I usually put auto, but I am put the other one on there. But leave it here. Just do auto here on the TMF. I find it's quite. I get less problems on freezing on some of the programs. And I'm going to create a new user, and again here user 1002. Voicemail, I'm going to enable it, and the password for now is exactly the same, 1234. Leave address the same, and I'm going to click submit, and I'm going to apply the configuration. Now let's see if it works. Now don't forget the IP of the server is going to be this one here. So let's see if I can get the program app. Here we go. Now this is the voicemail, nothing to do with asterisks or FreePBX. And I'm going to do a settings, create a new account. It's going to be SIP, as you can see here. Next. Now, sorry about this. Now you need the host and the user. In this case, the user is going to be 1001 or 1002. In this case, let's say 1002 @ and logically you're going to put now the IP address 192.168.181. The password is user, if you remember, user 1002, and the domain outbound I'm going to just leave as is empty, and press next. Now can do skip auto detection, but I'll leave it on, so next, and it's going to auto detect. Your account has been added to the list, and I'm going to close it. Now what I'm going to do now is, as you can see, it turned green. As I am online, you can be offline, busy, away, wherever you want to show. This is the dial plan there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just trying to do something differently. Now this is 1002. I'm going to dial 1001. Let's see, make a call. So make a video call.
The person at extension 1001 is unavailable. Please leave your message after the tone. When done, hang up or press the pound key.
And here you can, logically I'm leaving the voicemail now, and when you finish, just finish the call really, and that's it. You can alt if you wanted to, or you can hang up, and that's it. So the first phone call was made. I'm going to set up the other phone, and I'm going to call this phone here. Let's see, 1001, and I save that and registered. I'm called 1002, and I'm making a phone call here. And as I can see, I'm receiving the phone call from user 1001. I'm going to reject that logically, and as you can see, we just done a very simple, configuration with 2 users. Although it's a lot more than this, FreePBX is quite I'm not saying difficult to use application, but it's a lot of information. You can find most of your stuff, most of the information here on the community part of it, the wiki, on how to install this installation. In this case, I got two open here. Here it shows you exactly the same steps that I showed you on how to install it and how to get started. As as usual, I usually show a very easy to use installation guide, but how to implement this is all up to you, really. As I said, I don't do very technical tutorials. I like to do non-technical, easy to use to follow videos so you can get started. Thanks again for following me for this tutorial, and please don't forget to subscribe to my videos. You can follow me on my website. You can follow me on Twitter, Google Plus, and again, thanks again. Don't forget to share. The more you share, the more video I can do. The only way you can support me at this moment in time is by sharing the videos as much as you can. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.